Hey, did you hear that, Billy's in Paris?
What?
Oui. Oh, so she didn't call you? Only me. Huh, well, I guess that's something.
What do you mean? What do you mean she's in Paris?
God, I love that I'm the one that gets to tell you this.
Just when we thought the story had reached its breaking point, everything takes an unexpected turn. Belly makes the hardest choice of her life, leaving behind love, promises, and even an engagement ring, to search for herself in Paris. Meanwhile, Conrad, Jeremiah, Stephen, and Taylor each face their own battles, as heartbreak, betrayal, and Taylor Swift's music weave together the soundtrack of a season filled with pain, courage, and new beginnings. What happens when love isn't enough and the only way forward is to let go? Stay with me because this chapter changes everything. Although at the end of the 8th episode, with Cardigan playing right at the moment when the line "and you came back to me" is sung, Belly doesn't go to Conrad. The boarding time pushes her forward, and just as Conrad turns to look, Belly is already gone. At that very moment, Adam calls Conrad to ask about Jer, wanting to know how he's doing, telling him that Jeremiah insists everything that happened was his own choice.
The wedding?
Yes, the wedding.
What a mess. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be hung up here for a few more hours.
You can take care of him, right?
And just like that, Conrad misses his second flight of the season. Meanwhile, Jeremiah is drowning himself in alcohol, encouraged by Redbird's reckless influence, who doesn't even hesitate to badmouth Belly in front of Steven.
Because my boy knows not to lock himself down, okay? And there's plenty of guys and girls out there hotter than Belly. Thank you.
That is my sister.
The only redeeming part of that night is Taylor finally swallowing her pride to talk to Steven. But as always, something gets in the way. Conrad shows up to take care of Jeremiah. To avoid conflict,
Frickin' vulture.
Okay, Steven, can you go inside and make sure that Jared doesn't wander out here?
A friend to all is a friend to none.
Taylor asks Steven to leave her alone with Conrad, handling the situation more diplomatically than the others. She even tells him she spoke with Laurel, explaining that Belly had asked to be alone, promising she'd let her know as soon as she heard from her.
I mean, it's only like 50% your fault. The other half is on them.
Elsewhere, Laurel and Adam clash over the disaster that was the wedding. She lashes out at him for bringing his mistress to the event, sparking a heated argument.
How long did your daughter ice you out for this summer? 1 month? 2?
At least I didn't cave to the kids after 2 seconds.
Oh, I apologize for caring about my son.
Caring about my daughter is exactly why I tried to put a stop to this wedding. I knew it was a terrible idea.
If you knew so much, why'd you give in?
Because I didn't want to lose her. Because your other son begged me to. What do you want me to say? That I have no idea what I'm doing either? Is that what you want to hear right now?
Back with Jeremiah, Steven and Taylor stay by his side, trying to get him to eat the burger Conrad asked them to give him.
Well, at least you chose me over Belly.
I adore you, I really do, but I'm just here because Belly's still on silent mode.
Jeremiah, however, insists Belly is with Conrad, something Steven quickly denies.
I bet she's on a flight right now to California curled up next to Conrad. You know I'm right.
On their way home, Jeremiah spirals again after reading the wedding announcement and asks to talk to Belly, but Steven and Taylor both know it's not a good idea. The truth is, Belly has no plans to return. She's already on a plane to Paris, still holding on to the engagement ring, which she decides to keep, realizing there's no point in clinging to a memory of something that never really happened. When she lands, she sees all the messages from everyone, but is interrupted at customs. She explains that she's there to study, though she doesn't have a student visa. Still, they confirm she's listed in the program. Her entry is approved, but only as a tourist. Belly walks alone through the airport as You're on Your Own, Kid by Taylor Swift plays, a song that perfectly mirrors this personal turning point. Moving forward, picking yourself up, leaving behind what you knew and starting over on your own. That's exactly what Belly does. She heads straight to the institute to begin her program, but when she arrives, the administrator informs her that her spot has already been given away. With nowhere to go, Belly leaves the building in tears, realizing her decision to leave didn't turn out the way she expected. She ends up calling Laurel to tell her she's in Paris. Laurel offers her the chance to come back, but Belly refuses. The fear of everyone hating her for what happened keeps her away. Laurel reassures her that even though Jeremiah is hurting, he truly believes they can overcome it, urging her to take a flight home.
Did I make a huge mistake?
Listen, I want you to go find a quiet place to sit down and then buy yourself a ticket on the next flight home. Use my card, I don't care what it costs.
Instead, Belly heads to a cafe with no intention of going back. The next morning, Jeremiah sees Steven and Taylor hugging. He asks for Steven's phone and realizes Belly hasn't called him.
Okay, well, I think you'll feel a lot better if you shower and put on some fresh clothes, you know?
My clothes are at the house, and I'm not going back there, not while he's there.
Meanwhile, she's still at the cafe, but things go from bad to worse. When she looks away to pay, her backpack is stolen.
It had a very, very valuable, very, very priceless ring. I cannot lose that ring.
If it was a priceless ring, you maybe should not have left it in your bag, no?
Back in Cousins, Laurel tries to talk to Jeremiah, who doesn't hold back from pouring out everything he feels.
I'm heartbroken for both of you.
It's bullshit. You never wanted Billy to marry me. You can go.
Please just let me in.
It cuts deep because despite it all, he still loves his mom. The only one he can lean on is Steven, who's still angry at Conrad and tells him not to go near his brother, blaming him for everything that's happened. Steven's words are harsh.
Why'd you say all that shit to my sister, huh? Why? You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it's done.
But Conrad never expected everyone to understand. Tensions rise, and not just there. In Paris, Belly is stressed about not finding her suitcase, but she refuses to give up, tracking it all the way to the train. In Cousins, Taylor drops by to push Jeremiah to eat. She admits she knows nothing about Belly. She also tells him she doesn't think his feelings are pathetic, which opens the door for them to talk about her relationship with Steven, still in its early stages.
I don't know what to do without her. I don't know how to be. She's everything. She's my whole life. How can I just let that go?
She's not your whole life, Jer. And if she is, then she shouldn't be.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I still feel like I'm waiting for her to walk through that door.
In Paris, Belly tries to get into a club, but can't without a password. Just then, she sees Gemma being harassed by a guy and pretends to know her to help her out. It works, and inside, Gemma introduces her to her friends, Celine, Benito, and his girlfriend Max. There, Belly spots the person who stole her backpack.
She's crazy, this is my bag!
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. This is your dress, huh? Don't go!
A guy who seems completely unhinged. She ends up hitting him, but luckily her new friends back her up, and it's clear Benito has a bit of an interest in her. Back in Cousins, Steven doesn't believe Conrad is still in love with Belly, reminding Taylor that their relationship was just high school. But Taylor, who now sees things clearly, insists his love is real, sharing what happened at Christmas.
Jeremiah slept with Lacey Barone over spring break.
Jeremiah cheated on Belly. I have been cleaning up that guy's tears for the past 24 hours, and he cheated on my sister with Lacey Barone. Who the fuck is Lacey Barone?
I mean, technically they were broken up, but yeah.
And why Jeremiah cheated on Belly. That's when they both realize their own relationship is far healthier than the rest. Taylor suggests that whatever they do this time, they should take it seriously. She confesses what happened at the hospital, and Steven admits he only said those things because that day it felt like she didn't want him around.
A person who shows up for the people she cares about. The person who isn't afraid to say the hard thing even when her best friend is being a total monster. But the thing is you are that person for your friends. Why can you not be that person for me?
That's just the only way that I know how to be. Like, with boys.
Through tears, they promise to give it a real chance, closing the chapter on their friendship and opening a new one, proving they're the only ones able to truly communicate and put their pride aside when it matters. In Paris, Belly opens up to her new friends about everything that happened since the wedding. None of them judge her, because in their own ways, they've all made enough mistakes to get stuck too. Belly thanks them, but decides it's time to head back, convinced there's nothing left for her in the States. As she says her goodbyes and boards a bus, she slips the ring back on and calls Jeremiah. He suggests they stay together, but without marriage in the future. Belly tells him she needs to find herself again and doesn't want to hurt him anymore. At this point, Belly hurts Jeremiah, but she's being honest. She left the country, she spoke to him, she never mentioned Conrad, and she asked for space. The first thing Jeremiah says is, "I don't ever want to see you again." That moment makes it clear their marriage would have eventually ended in disaster.
I think I need to find the person that I can be without you.
Yeah, that's great. You do that. Just don't fucking call me again.
While that drama is put on pause, Steven and Taylor celebrate their relationship in bed. Meanwhile, Jeremiah comes home to find Conrad, who insists he stayed not for Belly, but for him. Enraged, Jeremiah tells him to go back to California and never come back.
Hey, did you hear that, Belly's in Paris?
What?
Oui. Oh, so she didn't call you? Only me. Huh, well, I guess that's something.
What do you mean? What do you mean she's in Paris?
God, I love that I'm the one that gets to tell you this.
This pushes Conrad to confront Adam, asking him to talk to his son, but Adam, cynical as ever, says he doesn't know how to deal with that kind of thing.
We both know I'm not good at that kind of thing. That's why I asked you to take care of him.
Trust me, it's the last thing he needs right now.
Hey, whatever Jerry might have done to screw this up, he's your brother. Just cut him some slack.
Conrad tells him flat out that it's all his fault, that he's still in love with Belly, that he wished the wedding hadn't happened, and that his brother's hatred is the price he'll pay forever. After his confession, another Taylor Swift song plays How Did It End?, a haunting metaphor of an emotional post-mortem, dissecting a failed relationship as though it were an autopsy, searching for what went wrong. It stirs something in Adam, pushing him to seek out the one son he can still comfort, because with Conrad, he never gave that kind of love, tainted instead by rejection and the bad choices he made with their mother.
When your mom was sick, when we lost her, it killed me watching you carry all that. But you treated me like the enemy.
We really have to do this right now.
Well, what I'm saying is, you're my son and I wanted to be there for you, but you wouldn't let me.
Because you made everything worse.
Exactly. And I had to live with that. You have people who love you, and I trusted that you would lean on them, and you did. And so will he.
And once again, Conrad is left alone, just like Belly, who knows from now on she has to rebuild herself. With this scene, we can already sense what's coming. The moment Jeremiah goes looking for her, these next 3 episodes will be all about that. Belly's journey to find herself. Jeremiah will probably try everything to win her back, but both of them need to heal on their own. Even Conrad, who in the following episode begins writing the letters, while Belly remains, unmistakably, alone.
How did it